All right. Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. And tonight, we're going to talk about how Arlette BM is shaking up the table on these YouTube streets by going around and sending out a mass copyright to all reaction channels that react to their installment of Pop the Balloon and so much more. Now, I'm not a major reaction channel to Pop the Balloon, but I did react to Pop the Balloon episode 17. I think they are currently right now on episode, let me see what episode they're on right now. They are currently on episode 54, okay? So the episode that they dropped today was episode 54. I reacted to episode 17. And today when I was watching a bunch of different content creators talk about them receiving mass copyright strikes, I then too got hit with a copyright my channel as well for an episode that I did some time ago. So 17, as you can see right here, this is the email that I received. It says, hey, Nique at Night, copyrighted content has been detected in your video, Pop the Balloon episode 17 reaction. The visibility of your video is not impacted, but you can no longer monetize it. The copyright owner is now either monetizing it or receiving analytics about it. This is not a copyright strike and does not affect your channel. And then it says the impact on the video is that it can't be monetized. So they are going around and copywriting so many people's videos. We're going to get into that. We're also going to get into where Pop the Balloon actually originated from. Because Arlette has the most popular version, because their camera quality is the best, they automatically get like the accolades for being the creators. However, they are not the creators. They never even credit who they stole the idea from. So we're going to get into how Netflix is now part of the Pop the Balloon franchise, how they stole the concept and do not even credit the other people who came before them, and how now they are copyright striking people who react to their content. Now, it is their content. They produce their version. So if they want to copyright strike, they don't want people to react to it, that's their right. They have a right to say, you know what? We don't want you guys reacting to our content. You taking money out of our pockets. We want all the money. We want all the funds to go to us. That's well within their right. However, it's not what you do, it's how you do. And how they shook up the internet streets today, to me, was a little bit shady. But we'll get into all of it after this countdown. A lie, okay? I'm gonna keep it honest. Definitely experience, you guys. That's Amarion, and we're at his word for word screening. It was super dope. Make sure you check it out. It drops tomorrow and you don't want to miss it.
Thank you, baby.
Thank you.
It's your partner, Big Boy. What's happening, the voice of Los Angeles? Hello. You know what I do at night? I watch Nique at Night. Show you right. You thought I was going to say something crazy. Thought I was going to say something disgusting and nasty. Yeah. But guess what? When I watch that Nique at Night, I may be doing something disgusting and nasty. Look at her. Hello.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nique, and you're tuned in to Nique at Night. If this is your first time here, over here we are the Night Owls. If you have not hit that subscribe button, I want you to go ahead and do that right now and turn on your notification bell so you're notified when I post another video. But just know, keep in mind that over here, this is an acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? This ain't for everybody. This is a channel where I talk about celebrity news and gossip and give my opinion on trending stories. I'm a woman who has a website as well. I sell lingerie, adult toys, sexy pajamas, and I even got stuff for going out to the club, you know, nighttime wear, all of those goodies for you as well. You can find this along with a whole bunch of other new goodies. You can find this at www.niqueatnight.com. I'm just going to do a live video and we're gonna get this done, and it's gonna be bada bing bada boom. All right, all right. Now let's jump on into this gig. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, as you've seen in my countdown, it's an acquired taste over here. I'm not going to bite my tongue. Pop the balloon reactions is not my bread and butter. As you see, I got hit with one copyright strike because I did one reaction, and I tried to react to something else like, I want to say last week. So out of a year, I did like one reaction, and then I tried to do a reaction, I want to say last week, and that's when the whole Be Love thing happened. The guy came into my chat. He was telling me to go to Be Love's channel, click her link, and I got a virus on my computer. So I didn't even fully do that reaction. So in my YouTube journey of doing content, I've done one reaction. So this doesn't affect my channel at all. However, it does affect the many people who have created a community around reacting to the show, and it does affect the many people who helped make this version of Pop the Balloon a thing. Now, if you guys are not aware, Arlette and BM are not the creators of Pop the Balloon, okay? They took a concept that already existed on YouTube and they polished it up. They made it less ratchet. They got better camera quality and invested in a more professional look and feel. Now, the creators that came before them that created the concept that they took, they had like their versions were like on the ratchet side. It was a lot of like more younger crowd and things like that. So let me just go back down memory lane a little bit and just bring some of you guys who are not aware up to speed. And then we're going to dive into how Netflix is involved, how they've partnered with Netflix, how they are now copyright striking people's channel, and so much more. So a lot of people are not aware, and I see this time and time again. Number one, they're not aware because BM and Arlette do not credit the people that they took the concept from. They outright do not credit them at all. So a lot of people think because they get the most views that they created it, and they did not. Now, if you guys are not aware, the first person to bring a balloon concept to YouTube is a creator by the name of King Sid. Now, King Sid is a light-skinned guy, YouTuber who did a lot of smash or pass videos, and over 2 years ago, he is the first person to bring the concept of having a balloon on his channel and having people pop, based on who they didn't find attractive and so on and so forth. So on King Sid's channel, and we're going to go over it all, okay? We're going to go over it all. And this is not for the people who are not regular watchers of my channel. This is not the first time me mentioning this. Now, when they first got their Netflix deal, before we even get into the King Sid situation, on April 16th, way before they were copyright striking people, I spoke about this in a prior video. So I spoke about this in a video where I titled it, "Is it colorism? Is she better? Let's talk the trail ride / Pop the Balloon." So this video was posted April 16th, 2025. They just now are copywriting everybody May 7th, 2025, 3 weeks after this. So this is not me just, feeling some type of way and saying it. I already addressed it prior in this video around the 26-minute mark. I talked about how I felt about how they don't credit the creators that came before them, and so on and so forth. Now, I don't want this to come off like I am, let me just give this disclaimer also too. Now, I think that Arlette and BM have done an amazing job by polishing up an already made concept. Okay, they came on the scene. They created a version of Pop the Balloon that was a lot better than all the ones out there. Because Arlette has this kind of demeanor, even though she's super messy and not even saying it to be shady, but a lot of the stuff be hella messy. But because of Arlette's magnetic personality, because she's so pretty, she's beautiful, she has a realistic body, she is an entrepreneur, and a lot of people gravitate to the way that she conducts Pop the Balloon, even though she encourages people to, what is it that you don't like about them? Explain. Is it what is it? The hair, the this, the that, and then she makes people explain, and when they start explaining, y'all get mad at the explanation that people give, which always was weird to me, but hey, that be that. But so I want to say this. I think that they have done an amazing job by creating something that has become a household name for many people to watch. A lot of people bring Pop the Balloon into their Wednesday routine. Every Wednesday they drop an episode, and I'm in California, so the episodes in California drop every Wednesday like clockwork at 11 a.m. in the morning. And from them dropping their episodes, a lot of people will watch their videos. And when they watch their videos, they will then go into watching a lot of the other content creators who react to it to see what other people feel about their show. Now, when they first brought Pop the Balloon out and started to do their version of Pop the Balloon, they started out by paying a lot of blogs to post clips, okay? If you guys don't know, Arlette's husband, BM, is an artist. He is, I think, was famous in Africa, has some hit songs over there, has some money on. And so they were able to afford a large marketing budget, which created a lot of buzz to the show. So in the early beginnings on their episode, I want to say like 1 through 10, they would pay blogs to post clips, and every time that a blog would post them, you would see that they would at them in the description box, and they would, divert people to their channel, and people would then want to watch the full version. From them starting out by paying all of the blogs to repost their clips, people started naturally doing it on their own. It started to be a way of, it started to be like a community. People on TikTok would go and I mean on TikTok, on Twitter, on all Instagram, they would take the highlights of the show and they would create small clips on certain viral moments. The community around Pop the Balloon, after they invested in, putting themselves out there on the blogs, is what helped blow this franchise up. A lot of people would post the most outrageous clips on their Twitters. There would be reposts. There would be all type of different dialogues. And in their very first reunion show, because so many people were helping blow up their version, they thanked everybody for reacting to their channel. So let me pull that up, and then we're gonna go down the rabbit hole of Pop the Balloon history for those who are not aware. Let me go to, okay. So they had their first reunion episode, okay? Their season 1 Pop the Balloon episode around the 4-minute mark 11 months ago on June 5th, 2024. They thanked all of the creators who are helping blow up their version of Pop the Balloon. Let me make this. All right. let me make this smaller right here. So as you see right here, this is Pop the Balloon or Find Love, Season 1 reunion with Arlette BM. This aired on June 5th, 2024, and it is around the 4-minute mark. Now, because they are copyrighting the visual, I will just only play the audio, and I'll place up a screenshot so that we can hear what they said on their episode 1.
But the fact that we have a formula now, we now know what goes where and how we do stuff. So it's amazing to see the team growing as it's growing. So I want to say thank you to my whole team. Next up, I want to say thank you to everyone that reacts to our videos, even if it's on Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, wherever. Thank you. We see you, and we definitely appreciate your time and effort. So thank you. And I also want to say thank you to everybody that watches the show, everybody that comments, everybody that likes, that shares, that goes and talks to people about the show. People will be messaging us that they have conversations about the show, when they're eating dinner, or when they just their friends come over. So it's amazing to see that the people that are following us, are tuned in to our episodes. So thank you all so much for watching this show. And
all right. So in that, thank you to everyone who watched the show, everyone who reacted to the show. Before this video, there wasn't a lot of people who was doing reactions to their series. There was people who were making clips of their series. There was people who were putting clips on Instagram. They were putting clips on Twitter. They were putting clips on TikTok. But there was not a lot of creators that was outright reacting to their series. Now, when BM went up there and they thanked all of the people who were reacting to their channel, they were thanking everybody who helped blow up this thing. I found it odd that they thanked all those people, but they failed to thank the people that they stole the concept from. Now, when they thanked everybody who reacted to their channel, to me, this gave people the green light to react to it. This is telling people, hey, we are okay with you reacting to our content. We appreciate you reacting to our content. We welcome it. This was kind of, to me, a welcome for people to, react to their content. Now, at this moment, the only person that I seen reacting to their show was a YouTuber by the name of T. Pendale. Now, T. Pendale is somebody that I watch every Wednesday after I watch the original Pop the Balloon. So for me, my Wednesday goes like this. I am a supporter of the show. I watch the show, even though I felt like, dang, that's kind of shady that y'all don't credit the people that y'all got this from. It is one of the things that I indulge in on Wednesday. So I'll watch their show around noon. I'll have it playing in the background, doing like my daily task, and then I'll wait for T. Pendale to do his reaction because I enjoy his comedic relief to it. And another couple that I watch is a couple by the name of Kites. It's Kitezz or something like that. It's a couple that does reactions, and they both have created they both were like supporters of this show and blowing it up from the beginning. It was T. Pendale and it was Kites. They were the ones that was along the ride since episode 1. Now, once they gave the green light for people to react to the channel, they have now done a mass strike. Now, in the comments, I have somebody by the name of Jace Face. Let me put this on the screen. Jace Face just commented in my thing, and they said, let me put this on the screen. They said, can they not change their minds, LOL. Now, they absolutely can change their mind. At any point in time, they have the right to change their mind. But like I said, it's not what you do, it's how you do. If you put publicly on your channel that you would appreciate and you are allowing people to react, I think that it was like, and they always, pride themselves on integrity. They always holding people accountable. And in this situation, I'm going to hold them accountable for the way that they handled it. It's not what you do, it's how you do. Now, they absolutely have a right to change their mind at any time. However, the same way that they gave this public service announcement, I feel like as a community that was built around this show, I think that it was their duty to first warn people. Now, again, this doesn't affect my channel. I don't build my channel is not built on pop the balloon content. However, if they decided that they wanted to change it and no longer allow people to react to it, I think that just like he stood up there in front of the camera and said, hey, thank you for all the people watching, he and Arlette should have stood up there and said, hey guys, we have new management. We are now signed with Netflix. We now have to go through things differently. We have a different structure. Although we allowed you guys to react to things in the past, there are, it's a corporation that is involved. We are now with a network, and we can no longer allow you guys to react to our content. Starting on May 7th, we are going to be issuing a copyright strike to all of the content. So if you have reacted to the content, this is your warning to be able to remove the content from your channel. Now, that is something of moral integrity. That is something that I feel like would have been respected. And that is something that I feel like would have been received a lot better. However, the way that they did it was no warning, no notice, no nothing. They just start mass reporting everybody who has been reacting to their channel for a complete year and everything like that. Now, YouTube is putting up this notice saying, hey, this doesn't affect your channel. Now, for me, it won't affect my channel. However, if you get upwards of 30 copyrights and the amount of copyrights that all of these reaction channels are receiving, no matter what this says about, oh, it doesn't affect your channel, it absolutely will affect those people's channels. And I think a person with moral integrity should have at least warned the community that helped build them up. That's my opinion. I don't care who feels a way about it. I said what I said. Argue with your mammy. Period. Okay? I think that all of the channels who got these mass strikes will be affected, because this is, even though they're not putting a strike on the channel, this is sending a message to YouTube that this person is not following the rules. Okay? If a person is on YouTube and they have 30, 40, some of these channels, this is their every week routine, every single week for over a year. If you get in a hit for every single reaction that you do for a year, that is going to tell YouTube to stop putting this creator in the algorithm, because they're not following the rules. They're not following the rules. They're getting hit with all of these taps. So, and let me show you a couple of the how everybody on YouTube found out about it. So, T. Pendale talked about it. Kites talked about it. Let's look at some of the creators who talked about it. And then we're going to go down memory lane on how Pop the Balloon came about and who the originators are. So this is T. Pendale. If you guys have not been to his channel, he does really good reactions. I watch his channel all the time. Now, he don't never really be commenting when I comment, so he probably don't really fool with me, but hey, I don't give a damn. He's hilarious. So whether a person fool me or not, if I like your content, hey, it is what it is. This is T. Pendale, because I be seeing him comment back to other people, but then when I comment, he'll never comment back. So I'll be like, anyways, I still support you anyways, because you funny. But anyways, so this is T. Pendale TV. He was one of the first to react to Pop the Balloon. He was very essential in helping blowing Pop the Balloon up. And he is super hilarious with his reactions. Like I said, I will literally watch Pop the Balloon and then go to his channel and watch what he got to say because it's funny. Now, I don't always agree with his take on stuff, but he has this funny way that he goes about it, and that's that. So this is him, and I'm going to just play a little bit of him reacting to him finding out about the strikes.
Monthly vlog from last month, about halfway through that. Hopefully I can get that to y'all by Friday. And then I kept getting alerts on my phone around 11 a.m. Ba-ding, ba-ding, ding, ba-ding, ding, 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 ding. So the alerts were, my channel was getting dinged with copyright infringement. So check this out right here. So within an hour, this is just some of the videos. Within an hour, guys, I got 15 to 20 copyright strikes on my joint. So it was like copyright content, copyright content, copyright content, copyright content. Appreciate that, Dono T. Got the hair down. Yeah, it's about to get diabolical. Y'all see the hair getting long too. You know what I'm saying? So I got 15, 20, and I thought it was a spam account. I ain't gonna hold you because I've been dealing with like a lot of stuff on the internet. Like even doing the reaction videos, people just be mean and upset. But I ain't signed up to come on Pop the Balloon.
All right, so that was him. And even while he was on stream, he was continuing to get hit with like 30 more copyrights on his channel. Now, in addition to him, Kites was streaming live and they got hit.
Shout out to you, brother. We appreciate you.
Stable.
Shout out Mecca.
Who's respect.
All right, so this is Kites right here. Let me pull up their channel. They do really, really good reactions as well. This is their channel right here. And while they were live, they also got hit as well. And to the people who keep saying, why can't they copyright? It's their content. If you don't understand, it's not what you do, it's how you do. And you going in front of people and telling them that you welcome them to react, and then you turn around and hit them and don't give them a warning. If you don't understand that, then you have no moral integrity and you just ain't gonna never understand, okay? Because if that don't make sense to you, I don't know what will.
And who
He may be temporary.
man.
We just got this message right now. It says, heads up. We're detecting your video stream belonging to someone else. Your stream may be temporarily blocked if you plan to continue. To ensure the content owner has added your channel to their allow list. Wow. 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 That's crazy.
They can add us, but that has to be something that they want to do.
Dang. So basically they just told us right now, if we keep streaming this right now, they're basically gonna block the video.
Yeah.
We can do Twitch. Yeah, we can go stream it on.
All right, so that's Kites reacting to it. And then Mediocre Tutorial, I think that he goes way too far in his reactions. I don't watch his reactions. But today when all of the people were reacting to the fact that Arlette and BM were copyright striking everybody, his video popped up in my algorithm. Now, I have seen a couple of his pop the balloon reactions. I don't indulge. He goes too far. The way that he talks about the women and the way that his audience encourages it is disgusting to me. I think that a lot of them act like high school boys that ain't never got no coochie before. And the way that they judge, you know what I mean? It just be a little bit too much for my liking. But there is an audience for it. And a lot of people on his channel love his take. A lot of people love to see Black women humbled. A lot of people love to see, especially if they are nerds who can't get no play or whatever like that, they love to see a Black woman put in their place. So his content kind of serves that space. You know, his content serves the space of the group of people who want women to get put in their place and roasting them and talking about them and, and all of the things. Now, when Mediocre Tutorial first got on YouTube, I used to watch his content because it was balanced. He would hold women accountable. He would hold men accountable. And his content to me was the equivalent of like a Abba and Preach, who basically hold people on the grounds of moral integrity. Now, once his platform started to blow up and he got Munyan from a lot of the self-hating, the He Man Woman Hater Club, he kind of switched to where he never holds men accountable. He don't hold men accountable, but that's his audience. That's what pays him. That's what donates to him. That's what, when he goes on these lives and he does his reaction and he streams his pop the balloon reaction, the He-Man Woman Hater Club is donating 50, 100 and throwing money. So it's like people are doing and going where the money resides, just like Arlette and BM are doing this move. They're going where they feel like the money resides. So I'm gonna play just a little bit of his reacting to them basically copyright striking him.
Else, but you can see the specific subject titles of the ones. So they're claiming not even just full episodes that we review that's still like live on the live tab on my YouTube channel, but they're also claiming content that was cut up later and I utilize it within fair use, right? I added my particular commentary or talking points on the clip. So they're actually claiming those as well. Now, there is, a mixed view or a mixed opinion on this, right? So if you go through like a video like this, like let's say episode 34.
All right. So as you can see, this is tons and tons of his videos that were claimed. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So just on this screenshot alone, it's like 16 videos of his that got hit. And even on his thing or whatever, I don't agree with the way in which Arlette and BM are choosing to do it. Now, last week, BM did a catch up with a guy by the name of Devin, okay? So BM did a catch up. It's a guy who matched with a girl and then he basically ghosted her. And a lot of people basically like ripped him to shreds. BM did like a follow-up. And in that follow-up video, he kind of took shots at the red pill community, okay? He took shots at, the red pill community. And I was like, ooh, is he calling out the red pillars? But he didn't. He was just saying the men. What did he say? The women bashers, or he said something like that. But he's talking about the red pill community. But as much as they claim that, they're straightforward, I feel like if they had a problem, because I feel like they have made it like with their reactions take it to a whole nother level. Okay. And I feel like if they feel like their reactions are messing up the bag, instead of taking the subtle shot that he took, call him out. You call out these men that go on the show. You call out the people who you feel like don't have the right intentions on the show. Call out this stuff too. But anyways, let's so those are everyone's reactions to finding out about it. And now let's take let me show y'all one more thing as well. Child, the eyebrows, the makeup, child, y'all just have to excuse it because it was not hitting right here. But let me just play a little bit of this because this was my reaction. People were asking me, what did I think about the Netflix deal and what did I think about it? So this is the video that I reacted to April 16th, 3 weeks ago. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this and then we're gonna go down the rabbit hole. Was insanely viral and a lot of people are familiar with her brand. A lot of people fell in love with Arlette as the host. When the version of Netflix came out, a lot of people were outraged that they got a reality star. I mean, they got an actor to host instead of the original. Now, a lot of people didn't understand why they chose to make this a live version instead of a weekly show similar to Arlette, to where it's a pre-produced show with regular everyday people. Now, I'm gonna be honest, when I first heard that Netflix was bringing on Pop the Balloon and they were doing their version, and I seen that Arlette and BM was the executive producer, I thought that that was amazing for Arlette, and I thought that it was dope that her and BM was getting the opportunity to take something that they made popular on America's version of Pop the Balloon and get credit for it. However, I also thought that it was kind of jacked up that the originator of Pop the Balloon was not getting credit. In the conversation of the Netflix versus Arlette conversation, nobody was talking about the actual woman who actually created Pop the Balloon. Now, the reason why I tied that in with the line dance thing, because I found it interesting that so many people were advocating for the originator of the line dance, but when it comes to this Pop the Balloon situation, I'm like, is it about who's better or who did it first? Because as you see in the conversations about the line dancing, a lot of people feel like the person who did it first should get the credit. However, when it comes to Arlette and this Pop the Balloon thing, Arlette is not the creator. She did not do it first, but as a lot of people with the line dancing thing, they felt like the girl who blew up did it better. Now, when Arlette and BM brung this concept to America, they made it more professional, they made it more polished, and they invested in promotion. All right, so that's just a little sneak peek where I talked about it, and I went down and showed the timestamps of Arlette's episode 1 and how this girl's episode was first. However, after I did my live video, I realized that even this woman right here is not the originator of the Pop the Balloon concept. So on my prior video, I said that this Nans Mirage girl was the creator, and she actually is not even the originator of Pop the Balloon. Now, in the conversation of who created Pop the Balloon, Nans Mirage even gets the title of being the creator when, and I even said it in this video, I'm like, Nans Mirage created it, you know, she was the first to do it, blah, blah, blah. And she actually was not even the creator either. So in this video, we're going to go through the people who came first with Pop the Balloon, who the actual creators are, where it originated from, and just talk about this a little bit more. Now, again, I think that it is amazing what Arlette and BM are able to accomplish. I think that it's dope that they were able to get a Netflix deal. I think that, it's good that they are elevating their resources and they are getting the bag. However, whenever you are on your bag chase, you always have to remember, as fast as you came up is as fast as you come down. The more that people start to see you moving in a particular type of way, they'll start looking at you funny, and then views will start to decline. Now, me, I'm a person that I am very opinionated. I say what I say. A lot of people feel like I'm a bitch. They don't like what I say about certain things. They feel like I'm judgmental. And because of that, there are several people who don't watch my content. And that's to be expected. But if you do things and you move in a way that people do not like, they will not support you. I'm a person who is well aware that, when I say certain stuff, I do certain stuff, it rubs people the wrong way. But guess what? I don't give a fuck. I'm not here to kiss nobody's ass. I don't let men beat on me. And people get mad when I be like, child, don't let these men put their hands on you. And then they say I'm judgmental because I call people who put their kids in jeopardy out. And they, people like have all this sympathy for people who are in abusive relationships. And, and I don't really have a lot of sympathy for stuff like that when you have children involved. But, people don't like my take on it, because they empathize because they've been in similar things. But I don't give a damn. You know what I mean? So if they care about, if they care about retaining audience and not becoming sellouts, they have to watch how they move. Now, again, if I gave a damn, I would be one of these phony people who do commentary and just go with whatever is popular. Okay, a lot of people on my channel, they talk about, oh, Neek, oh, this is why such and such has more subscribers than you, and this is why this person is ahead of you. There is nobody more aware of my channel and the status of it than me. Okay, and the only person who is in control of where I go on this YouTube journey is me. I am well aware that I ruffle people's feathers, it pisses people off, and they no longer want to support. However, I try to care. I'll be like, you know what? Let me not ruffle as much feathers today. But it's just something in me that I just cannot not say how I feel. So that hurts me. Another thing that hurts me as a content creator is my consistency. Now, a lot of people will be like, oh, Neek, oh, that's why this person is ahead of you. That person is ahead of me because they put in the work. Now, although I put in the work on my channel, I'm not as consistent as I should be and could be. As a content creator, when I first started out on my channel 8 years, almost 9, probably even 9 years ago, I think it's 8 or 9 years that I've been on this platform. When I first started out, I had a hunger. I wanted to reach 100,000 subscribers. I wanted to obtain a certain amount of money. Like, I was hungry. I was putting up 3 to 4 videos a day, like grinding, going to work, working a regular job, putting in videos throughout my shifts, like not getting no sleep, sleeping on fumes. Like, I had a hunger for it. Now, 8 years, 9 years later, I don't have the same hunger. I'm not as consistent. So therefore, I don't grow at the rate in which I could, which I'm trying to get better. But if they are all about the bag, which they seem to be making moves that serve their bottom dollar, then they have to understand that the support that they have today, when people start, because when they first partnered up with Netflix and people saw how gentrified the Netflix version was and how it was whitewashed, how the concept was just hogwash, not entertaining, fake, scripted. There was a lot of people who called them sellouts. If you go to the Netflix trailer of Pop the Balloon when they made the announcement, there is a lot of people. So let me do this real quick. I'm just going off the top real quick. There's a lot of people who called them sellouts in this comment section. Now, if they continue to do stuff that people feel as though is motivated by greed, or if they feel like they forgetting where they come from, people will stop supporting. People are not supporting this Netflix version. And the same way that they are, supporting their channel, the same support can go as well. So if they care about that, then they have to watch how they treat the people who help them blow up. If you go, so this is Netflix Pop the Balloon official trailer. They posted this 3 weeks ago. If you go through the comments, people are calling out the show. Let me see if I could find some of the sellout. Somebody said, what a soulless adaptation. This is what you get when a bunch of execs only view arts and entertainment as content and IP. The whitening of Pop the Balloon. Let's see. Netflix ruined it. Let's see. Hold on. Because there was a lot of people in this comment section that was calling them sellouts. Let me move myself over. Yeah, people will absolutely flip on you. Let's see. This person says they're disgusted. They'll stick to the Netflix version. Let me see. The day that I looked on here, there was a lot of sellout comments. It's probably mixed in now, but I'm trying to see. I can't find them now because there's so many comments on here, but there was, at the time that I looked at this, like a long time ago, 3 weeks ago, there was tons and tons of, and I'm not sure if Netflix is filtering out certain things, but there was tons and tons of Arlette and BM sold out comments in this thread. I don't see them. Oh, here go one. Somebody said, Arlette girl, you sold out. There was a lot of comments just like this. There was tons. There was tons more than this. Okay? There was tons. But anyways, y'all get the gist of it. If you go through, you'll see them if you got the time. But anyways, let's take a trip down memory lane of how Pop the Balloon came about. All right. All right. So episode 1 for Arlette. And let's just get these dates out here first so that you guys can follow along on the timeline. But before we do that, I forgot to shout myself out, honey. Hold on. Are y'all hitting the like button? Are y'all liking the video? I don't even know how many people is on here, and I don't even know where my phone at? I don't even know if y'all hitting the like button or what is given. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. What is it giving? Child, I know y'all lying when it comes to the likes. I know you can lie. Hit the like button. And also remember that I am on every video, even if it's a tragedy video, if it's a Kiki video, if it's a reaction video, whatever the video is, I'm going to be promoting my fans that's available on my website. Okay? So, if y'all didn't know, this is just a brief commercial break. If y'all are down with the whole boots on the ground thing, I have these on my website, and this is my website right here. Okay? www.niquelatnight.com. And I have several different fans available. So this is my Boots and Baddies fan right here. These are the large style. And if you are doing your line dancing, if you are doing your boots on the ground, if you just want to be cool for the summertime, you know, I have these large fans available, and they get the they do what they gotta do. They are high quality. They are very, 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 very nice. This is another design that I have. It says "Talk to Me Nice." This is available on my website. Okay, talk to me nice. Okay, I gotta start hitting, because you know they be getting mad at me in the comments. Talk to me nice, sweetheart. Talk to me. Would you say this to my face? Talk to me nice. Okay, talk to me nice. That's another one on my website. This one right here is Brains, Beauty, and Booty. That's also another one. Let's see. This one as well, it says Never Trust. This is a pink one. This one is available on my website. And these are custom, so they ain't the ones that you get on Amazon. So they, you know, you gotta pay for shipping. And this is not no Amazon operation where you just getting something that says Slay or whatever those ones on Amazon say, Slay or whatever. These are actually ones tailored to, you know, us and stuff like that. So definitely check out my website for these fans. Now, with that brief little intermission, let's you said you need ain't no tutorial, you just pop them out open. It's simple, girl. You don't need no tutorial. You just give it a pop and they pop right open. Girl, no tutorial needed, girl. Visit my website, www.niquelatnight.com. I do have a shipping fee. This is a small operation. We ain't got Amazon billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't paying no Amazon Prime membership shows. Shipping is included, and they are custom designed by me. So, without further ado, I hope y'all hitting the like button, and I hope that you guys are entertained. All right, so let me make myself smaller as we go through this. So this is episode 1 of Pop the Balloon. This is Arlette's very first episode doing Pop the Balloon concept. Now, if you look in the description box, her episode 1 was December 7th, 2023. All right. So keep in mind of the dates as we go through the originators and things like that. So as you can see, she did episode 1 December 7th, 2023. Now, King Sid, he first introduced his version of Pop the Least Attractive Person's Balloon All right, so this is King Sid's channel, and it is Pop the Least Attractive Girl's Balloon. And this was December 8th, 2022. Okay, so 1 year, a complete year before Arlette's episode 1, King Sid brought this to the forefront in December 8th, 2022. If you go to his channel, you'll see that his started in 2022 in December. And then if you go to Arlette's channel, you'll see her episode 1 is a year later. So let's just watch a little bit of this. And the concept that King Sid had was not exactly the concept that Arlette is using today, but this is the first person who brung balloons to YouTube.
What's up? It's Thuggin' Ass and I'ma kill you. Yeah, I'ma kill you. Okay, it's your girl Tay Glow. That's on Instagram and YouTube. Okay, kill. Smash, Mary.
Okay. Yeah, we get married.
Okay, it's I am Aaliyah. Kill. Mary.
Hey, look, man, we back with another Mary Smasher kill. But every time you get killed, your balloon will get popped. All right. So look, we doing the boys and the girls, and every time you get killed, you will be switched out with a new person. Let's see who can stay up here the longest. For the guys and for the ladies. Look, y'all, stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. Let's get into the video.
The Real Kajay. Y'all follow me. Everything The Real Kajay, period. Okay. I know who I'm finna marry. Shit. All right. It's literally in order already. Marry, smash, kill.
Ooh. Okay, next guy. Come on.
All right. So this was, like I said, December 28th, and then it was basically they had to he did the girls version and then the guys version. Now this is all of his videos on his channel. He did that, and then he started to do the pop the least attractive person's balloons. He had different segments of, you know, truth or dare, find your match, pop the balloon, and so much more. And he first introduced it all the way back in 2022. Okay? Now, after he posted this in 2022, okay, and this was also before Arlette did it, he changed up the smash, marry, kill concept. So this was posted June 16th, 2023, and it was pop the least attractive person's balloon, last to get eliminated. So he then changed up the smash, marry, kill concept, and then he changed it to this concept and adaptation that he did here. Let's watch a little bit. And this is 6 months before Arlette decided to do her episode 1 of Pop the Balloon. So let's watch a little bit of this.
Oh, shit. It's your boy King Sid, and all back with another video. Oh! Man, I said all back. In today's video, we're playing rating from least attractive to most attractive, but it's an elimination game. So y'all see I have balloons, right? Yeah. So after each rating, the least attractive person will get their balloon popped, which means they're out.
What?
All right. So I'm gonna call y'all numbers. You feel me? It's gonna go boy, girl, boy, girl. We got 12 boys. We got 12 girls. Look, we're gonna see who's the most attractive girl. We're gonna see who's the most attractive guy.
I don't like this game.
You don't like it?
This game's spicy, bro.
It's a little spicy. But let's get into the video, y'all. We're gonna start off with the guys on this one. Guy number 4.
Oh, who got number 4? I know you got number 4.
Guy number 4. So look, line them up from the least attractive to most attractive. Least is over there.
I got line them all up.
Yeah, line them all up.
What's up? Yo, gang, what you doing, gang? Damn, let me go with. Bro, do not make no mistake. We gonna see if you got taste for real. We gonna see if you got taste for real, gang. Mess up.
switch with her real quick.
I'll go right there.
I ain't trying to.
All right, so I'm just going.
Oh. Yeah, he's not.
Who get this card? Huh? I keep the card. Okay. Let me.
All right, so in between these, we're not going to sit here and watch the whole thing, but in between these, they were popping the least attractive person balloon. So this was in June 16th, 2023. Now, as the pop the balloon was, evolving, as you see, he started out with the red balloons. He started out with the concept, and he started out with the idea. Other content creators started to streamline the Pop the Balloon franchise that he brought to YouTube. Now, there was a content creator by the name of No Love Mar, and No Love Mar started the version that Arlette most mimics, all right? So let me go to No Love Mar. So on March 6th, 2023, as you can see right here, this is titled Find Your Match, 10 Girls, 10 Guys, Atlanta, and this was March 9th, 2023. Now, just a reminder, Arlette's episode 1 was December 2023. So let's go to No Love Mar. No Love Mar created the version that is most similar to Arlette. So Arlette did her version in December, and he derived off of what King Sid was doing and created this version that is most like Arlette.
Okay, you can go about your business type shit.
Now, ladies, based off his appearance, I seen that you popped your balloon first. Tell me, why did you pop your balloon first?
I like the little munch part, but I'm tall.
Trees, bro.
Why did you pop your balloon?
You're not ugly, it's just not my match.
No, my type. You're not ugly at all. I'm gonna give you your flowers. But you said you was a munch and you was like, I'll just eat the cat, you can go about your day. I feel like you gonna hurt my feelings. Like,
I'm fuck with you for real. Like, I'll just let you know what I do. I don't really catch too much for getting here. I want to please you.
Okay. It was giving you was a runner.
Hell no.
Have you ever dated outside your race?
No. Why not? I had tried the little Caribbean thing once and it was bad.
What's the best date you have ever taken a girl on?
Best date I ever taken a girl on? It's a couple of them, man. Back where I'm from, you can just drop up on his head, so basically I set up a little picnic day for on my own thing. I ain't want to go out and just do what everybody else do. I want to be different. Shit, her eye contact was just crazy, so I believe she gonna ask me like a crazy question.
You got a girl you can't leave alone?
Oh, hell no. That shit brought on.
How old are you?
I'm 12.
When's your birthday?
June 18th, 2001. I'm the GOAT, I ain't just a bad Gemini though.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Country as fuck.
Damn it. How long has it been since you've been in a relationship?
Like 4 months.
So, ladies, y'all still got y'all balloons. Y'all don't want to pop? Why did you pop your balloon?
I know the state that he's in after the breakup.
Explain to me how you know that.
I just went through it too, though. 7 months.
7 months?
Yeah.
What you going through, though?
Oh, I'm good now, but...
All right, so y'all get the gist. This was at the beginning of the year on March 6, 2023, and this was the format that got the closest to Arlette's before she started. Now, Nouns Mirage is the one who created the format that Arlette ripped off 100%, okay? So as you can see, each version of Pop the Balloon was a little bit different in the way that Arlette does it, but No Love Mar did the version the closest to what I believe Nouns Mirage took her concept from, and Nouns Mirage is the one who Arlette 100% took her version and did it, okay? So as you can see right here, it started with King Sid and how he was doing Pop the Least Attractive, how he had his. Then you seen No Love Mar telling people to pop the least attractive balloon. They had the red balloons, and then you come, and as the Pop the Balloon is evolving, the one that Arlette took bar for bar, pound for pound from is Nans Mirage. So it started with King Sid, and the one that Arlette mirrored her entire brand behind is Nans Mirage. So each person took inspiration from the other person, and each person changed up the concept to suit their channel and kind of tweak it to be basically unique to their channel. Now, Arlette did not change anything from Nans Mirage version. You seen King Sid version was Smash, Marry, Kill. You seen No Love Mar, the way he changed up his version. Now, when it came to Nans Mirage, you will see how Arlette took this adaptation of it bar for bar. Now, what Arlette was able to do was, like I said, make it more professional. They got better camera quality. They invested in promoting it on blogs. And they, because of Arlette's personality and because Arlette is a beautiful girl, a lot more people were gravitating to her version. And all of these people then got called copycats that came before her. Now, when you look under Arlette's comment section, everybody is calling all of these people who came before her copycats, and you will never ever see Arlette giving at least, even if she's not going to give credit to King Sid, even if she's not going to give credit to No Love Mar, the person whose concept she took bar for bar, you will never see them giving them credit. And to me, I feel like that's a little shady. But anyways, okay, so as you see right here, episode 1, pop the least attractive person's balloon or find a match. This premiered on July 5th, 2023. Okay? So Nans Mirage version was July 5th, 2023. She came on the scene with episode 1. And again, Arlette's version of her episode 1 is December 7th, 2023. Okay? So a whole 6 months before Arlette, the one that she bit off of bar for bar is this Nans Mirage version.
Please shut the door.
Please come and stay this way. Come and stay here. Okay. We have 10 beautiful ladies and only one. Okay. Okay. We have 4 more ladies that are feeling him. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness.
Oh, sorry. Don't cry.
The first balloon for me. You are the things I go to manage if I come. I couldn't do like say guess Costco. I don't understand. I they do you.
Yeah.
You get my bad balloon for me.
She was the first to pop back.
Now they talk like you get mine. You be the first person.
Well, when you came inside, you were not giving.
Okay, and this was out of the country. I think that I'm not sure if they are in Nigeria. They're overseas somewhere. Obviously, you can hear from the accents, the way that they talk, and everything like that.
In divide now.
No, let them give you hope.
My dear, you know,
She not get.
no opportunity to say they see me with your naked eyes, you know.
I don't understand.
So
Say you waiting.
You are very lucky. You supposed to follow me for Instagram. You supposed no say I get levels.
He's waiting.
Effortlessly. Yes, so I am fucking like my money. Okay. It's a tough choice. Okay, why did you say it was a tough choice? Are you feeling her? Come and stand this way, please. You said it was a tough choice for her. What do you mean?
Yeah, but of course I'm feeling her. Really,
Why did you pop? Why did you pop? He has only one choice to make.
unfortunately, I'm
Okay,
so
so
sorry.
Like that guy.
So, my darling, please come. Please get the mic from her. Please come and stand this way. All right, come. Stand this way. So what's your name? Do you want to say your Instagram handle?
___WSG_X.
All right, so you see how she promoted their Instagram page. Let me bring it back a little bit. Or y'all get the gist.
Underscore. Okay, whatever, sir. So why did you not pop the balloon for her, sir?
Yeah, I think she's cool. Yeah, she looks cool. It was a tough choice, like I said. I mean, I was really in the sport, but yeah, she's cool. There was not too much difference. All the ladies are very cool, actually. So.
Okay.
But she just called me eyes, though.
Oh. So why didn't you pop your balloon?
All right. So then they make a match.
I like the way it looks.
So you're feeling him. So are you saying it's a match?
Yes.
It's a match?
Yes.
Is it a match?
Yes, it is.
We have a match! Woo! Hug yourself, hug. Woo! Oh, yeah, carry your wahala. Go. Thank you. Okay. He went home with a bride.
Okay, so as you see, once everybody pops their balloon, then they make a match, and then she's like, it's a match, or whatever. Now, who started to do that 6 months later? Arlette. Okay? And you can't be an imposter of something that you did before Arlette. Okay, somebody said all the imposters need to go. They're eating off Arlette. This person did it before Arlette, so, and she's doing literally her concept. So, not sure how that could be an imposter. However, so as you see right here, when the guys come out, she puts their Instagram on the screen. The girls, decide if they want to pop or not, and then they give the reason why they want to pop or not, and then she goes down the line and she finds out who they why they decided to pop on them and everything like that. So let's watch another
is there a response?
Don't worry.
All right, they got
up and the teeth. Oh my god. That's why you pop the balloon? Sure. Okay.
But you should ask him, is he married?
Sir, are you married?
Well, I'm not married. If I'm married, I won't be here for you girls.
Yeah.
Right. See, you guys, you don't know. Okay, let me do this, sir. Can you introduce yourself? What's your name and what do you do for a living?
Okay, my name is Omobola.
Is that your Instagram handle, sir?
Zaddy of Lagos.
Zaddy of Lagos. Okay. What do you do for a living, sir?
I'm a media personnel and a business consultant, and I do content also whenever I'm working.
You see who you pop balloon for. You're nodding head.
Zaddy. Just lose our future millionaire. Hey.
All right, so they are in another country, so
I don't think
their accents are a little bit thick, but as you can see, her version and the way that she did it exactly is the way that Arlette chose to do it exactly. Like, exactly bar for bar, pound for pound, round for round. And like I said, you will never, ever see Arlette give her credit. You will never see BM say, hey, I want to thank Nans Mirage. We got the concept, because, again, it came from other people. But even the way that Nans dressed, the way that she, made people dress up, the way that she created her version off of King Sid and No Love Mar, she basically came up with the concept that Arlette blew up today. Now, Arlette, like I said, she has better camera quality. She has, obviously, people are speaking a lot clearer because they are American-based and things like that. But let's just watch a little bit of this.
Welcome to the Hunt Game Show. Okay, he don't do it. You be like, say these people for episode 2, one beat episode 1. No. But okay, we're here for it. Are you guys ready to see your man? Okay, single man number 1. Review yourself. Come in. Hi, handsome. Please shut the door. Please come. Hi.
Hello.
Okay, lady.
And you see how she makes the people stand next to her, how they do the lineup? It's literally an like Arlette, although she does an amazing job, and I watch her, it's just, I kind of wish that if you are going to copy something, I mean, I guess she changed the background. She has the panels instead of the curtain. But the way that the girl would position the people next to her, how she would go, like, it's literally bar for bar.
It is. We have the 10 ladies here. That means they're feeling you.
I can see that. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, we have.
May God not allow the
We have 3 beautiful ladies that haven't popped their balloon. But before we head there, can you introduce yourself? What's your name on Instagram? How old are you, and what do you do for a living?
Okay, I'm Blaze by name. I'm a comedian, a model, and the CEO of Blaze Kitchen. I have a restaurant.
That's good.
Yes.
So how old are you, sir?
I'm 26.
26 years old, sir. So let's walk up to the first lady that popped the balloon. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. So, hi, darling. Stand here, please, sir. Just by my side so the camera can see you. Why did you pop the balloon?
Well, the pink clip is a no.
Okay.
I can't deal. It looks like pussy.
Definitely she should, because it's not everybody that like good things.
It looks like pussy. It's too pink.
Okay. Actually, she's not looking good.
She's not looking good.
Okay, so you get the point. You can go to her page, and this was July. Her episode 3 was July 22nd, 2023. Now, Arlette's episode 1, and this Arlette's husband is a foreigner. Arlette is also, I believe, African as well. This blew up over in another country. So when Arlette did her episode 1, because this was so popular in Africa, most of her contestants on episode 1 were African. Okay? And it was literally bar for bar, pound for pound, the same exact concept of Nan's Mirage. It was a literal carbon copy. The only thing that was different was they put this like a panel instead of the curtain, and then this white background was the same except for this. Okay, but it was the same.
And are you that way? Do you fit the stereotype of the DJ?
No, I don't.
Oh.
No, exactly. But I mean, because it's a stereotype. So if they get to know me.
All right. And so most of these women were African. And this was her episode 1. They came out. They put their Instagram up. Arlette would position them next to her the same way.
I used to have locks, so I was digging the locks.
I popped my balloon. Well, actually, I had it at first because I really like how well put together you look.
All right, this guy right here, he was African, and so on and so forth. Somebody said, what's crazy is I've seen this version a while back, not very many. So seeing Arlette, I thought it was the same person because it was the same mannerisms. Yeah. All right. So this guy, hold on, let me see if we could hear this guy talk. But most of the guys who came out, most of the contestants on this lineup, they were African. She started out with like the African community.
I'm 30 years old. My Instagram is omega.vzn.
Okay, you could clearly tell he's African. And then you could just go through. So her first few episodes were Africans. This guy right here was African. These 2 girls right here, African. And so, she started out with Africans. And then she started to put a lot more Americans on the show as it started to grow the popularity on the blogs and things like that. So, and all in all, my whole thing is, I think that when they first announced that they were appreciative of all of the people who were reacting to the show, I think that, you know, I think that they were grateful that people were gravitating to their version. Now, when they were not crediting the people that came before them, I kind of was like, that's a little shady. Then now the way that they're going about their business dealings, I think that that's also a little shady. Again, at any moment they can decide, hey, I feel like you niggas is taking money out my pocket. Oh, I'm producing the show and I don't want y'all reacting to it. Again, I feel like they are entitled to do that. It is the content that they are producing. However, I just feel like the way that they did it was foul. Somebody said, I don't know if Arlette is African. Arlette is African as well. I think she's born in American. I think she's American born, but she's African. Like her roots are African. They've talked about it before. Like her husband is African and she's also African. Like her, where she's from, y'all know what I mean. She's, however you say it, whatever. But yeah, so that's that on that. I just wanted to go down memory lane. Just to remind Arlette and BM, child, this is where y'all came from, okay? Now, it's good that y'all leveling up, but don't forget where you came from. Don't forget those who came before you. And don't forget what helped you be where you are today. Again, I am proud that you guys are making moves. The episodes doing 1 million in a day or two. That's buku money. The sponsorship with Fashion Nova is a major accomplishment. Signing up with Netflix is also a major accomplishment as well. And they are rolling in the dough. I think that they are doing well for themselves. However, the only thing, like I said, I don't like is how they pride themselves on being of integrity. They pride themselves on being of a certain moral integrity or whatever like that. And so the way that they went about this was not integral. I don't think that it was cool. And a lot of people who react to their videos, who this is their bread and butter, a lot of people were like, I don't think it was them. I don't think it was them. It was them. When you sign with a management company, that management company is working for you. So although Arlette and BM are issuing these strikes through their management company cannot do anything that they don't approve of. If I sign with a manager and a manager goes and gets me a show and they say, hey, I have this show or this deal, and like a management company brings you deals and they bring you, opportunities. A management company cannot just sign me up for whatever. Like it has to be a mutual agreement. Like you bring me a show, a concept, a brand deal, and I, as the talent, which Arlette and BM are the talent, they have to agree to the deal that is being brought to them. And then if they take on said deal, then their management company gets a cut of said deal. So a lot of people are caping for them and saying, oh, it's not them. They're not the ones who put out the strike. It's the management. The management works for them. The management are cutting. They work for them. The management is getting a piece of the pie from what they bring to the table for them. So what I would assume how this went was, we think that these people reacting to your videos is cutting into the bottom line. And we feel as though this needs to happen. Strike, 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 strike. And this is going to project this amount of money, blah, 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 blah. And they had to present, this is my assumption, okay? I don't know their logistics, so I'm not saying for facts, but I would assume that they had to present this to them like, okay, if we strike these channels or if we don't allow, you are projected to make X amount of dollars more or whatever. That's how I would assume that it goes. However, what the management company doesn't know is majority of the people who watch the reaction channels watch BM and Arlette first. So, for instance, me, when I watch Pop the Balloon, I watch Pop the Balloon from Arlette. So she gets my view, and then I watch T. Pendale, or I'll watch Kites, or I'll watch something like that. Now, there are people who outright don't watch Arlette channel, and they wait for the commentary. You'll see all down T. Pendale's comment section and all down Mediocre Tutorial comment section of people who say they only watch Pop the Balloon through the people who are commentating. So if people are only watching through the reaction, then that's one less view from Arlette. But the majority of the people who react to it, they're getting a small fraction of the views. The only people who react, who get close to 1 million views like Arlette, is Abba and Preach. Everybody else who reacts to their channel, they get probably like 100,000, 50,000, 30,000 views. The only people who get close to the amount of views that they get is Abba and Preach. So if you look at Abba and Preach doing commentary, but this is what they get on every video, no matter the topic. They're getting 800,000, 900,000, 900,000, 1.7 million, almost 1 million here. So they're the only ones who are really coming close to the numbers that Arlette and BM are getting, but they are only doing pieces. You know, they're not reacting to the whole show. They're taking a segment and they're probably reacting to like 10 minutes of it or so. Now, when you go to Mediocre Tutorial or you go to T. Pendale or Kites, they're reacting to the full episode. I would have even respected if they would have came out and they would have been like, listen, be more like Abba and Preach. Like, react to 10 minutes of my video and divert your audience to watch the full thing with me. I feel like even something like that would have been cool. But outright just taking the monetization from each and every person that reacted to it without giving them a warning or without even giving them the option to do shared revenue, I don't really respect it. And I mean, and obviously people don't care what I respect or not. I'm sure they don't care what I respect or not. They get in the bag, period. They clearing at least 1 million per a month. You know, they don't give a damn what I think, but I still think it and gonna think it. And once I start to feel like people are moving in greed and less integrity, it kind of turns me off as a viewer. Now, again, I'm just one person, okay? Will I watch Pop the Balloon the same? Probably not. Will I start to look at them a little bit different? Because I already was like, why would y'all sign off on this Netflix version? Like, this is complete chaos. Like, this is crazy, you know? So that already was like, okay, they trying to get the bag. Cool. You know, they got mouths to feed. They got a child, you know, hey. But now, like, the more and more moves that they make that, you know, that doesn't really, because I'm the type of person, like, if you are going to hold yourself to a certain standard, I expect you to live up to it. Like, you sitting here calling out all of these people that come on your show, going like calling them out, saying that like BM will straight out tell somebody, oh, you're not a man. This is not how a man do, and I'm a man, and whoop whoop. You know, he'll like literally call out people. So I feel like if you're gonna hold people accountable to a certain moral standard, I would expect you to operate under that same moral standard. And when I start to see people are operating with not the same moral integrity that they put on other people, it kind of turned me off a little bit, and it make me like, you know, you know, and what made it so exciting for me to watch, because, you know, I got several people who started out in the beginning watching Pop the Balloon. I even got a homeboy, like, he used to watch every weekend, and I'm like, oh, do you still be watching Pop the Balloon? He got bored with it. So a lot of people got bored with it, and some people, like, what made it interesting was the reaction channels. Like, what made watching it interesting was to see what the reaction channels had to say about certain contestants. Now that they're taking that away, I'm really not sure what will happen. I mean, a lot of people have integrated the Pop the Balloon in their schedule. A lot of people have even rotated their days off based on the show. And again, it has created a community behind it. So they will still get a large amount of views. You know, this won't impact them overnight. This won't impact them right away. But the less people that are reacting to it, the more people that this affects, the more moves that they make like this, people will start to look at them a certain particular type of way. So, you know, that's that on that. That's all I had to say. I don't want to keep rambling on. That's my opinion on the matter. And I said what I said. Bye, y'all. Oh, and visit my website, www.niquelaclaire.com. And remember, when you get in the comments, talk to me nice, because I'm one of the girls that like to tussle, okay? And when you type your comment, because this is another thing that I'm gonna say real quick. A lot of people, they will get in your comments and disrespect you. They will outright disrespect you, and then they'll be like, oh, you don't like you, oh, you got a problem when people disagree with you. It's like, it's not the fact that I got a problem with you disagreeing, it's the fact that, would you say this to my face? And did you lead with disrespect? Because it's a difference from saying, hey, I don't like the way that you did this or did that, and you outright being disrespectful. A person will literally be like, on one of my videos, it was the reaction that I did to the movie Sinners. And I'm gonna just use one as an example, and then I'm gonna get out of here. Somebody was like, oh, you need your head checked. You need your head examined or whatever to have that point of view. And I'm like, do you need your head examined for the point of view that you got? And then they're like, can your viewers not have their opinion? Like, you can have your opinion, but if you got disrespect attached to your opinion and you ain't talking to me nice, I'm not one of these modest channels that, you know, bitch, I'm gonna get in the field with you. I'm gonna meet your disrespect with disrespect when you don't talk to me nice. These fans are available on my website. But a lot of y'all don't understand the difference between having a disagreement, having an opinion, and being outright disrespectful. But anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. These fans are available on my website, www.niquelaclaire.com. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole Pop the Balloon saga, and what y'all think about this whole thing as well, because it's gonna be interesting to see how it all pans out and folds. And will you continue watching Pop the Balloon? Are you feeling the same about it and everything like that? Me personally, I'm not gonna say that I'm not gonna never watch Pop the Balloon again, but it did put a sour taste in my mouth how they went about this, especially being that, number one, they never give the originators that came before them credit, and the way that they just did a mass flag that will affect these people's channel without warning. It put a sour taste in my mouth, but again, I'm one person. They getting 1 million, 1.5 per episode. Who am I? Just a person with an opinion. All right. And do you feel like them partnering up with Netflix will decrease the longevity of their brand? Now, they went a year strong, growing and thriving, and then as soon as they partnered up with Netflix, they're finally making moves that are not in agreement with their audience. Will Netflix and the greed and all of the things, will this put a halt to how long the show will continue to go on, and so much more? Y'all